Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Open Heavens Devotional for Teens. Today is Saturday, the 4th of July, and our topic for today is He Searches the Heart. Our memory verse is taken from Jeremiah 17 verse 10, and it says, I, the Lord, search the hearts, I test the mind, even to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruits of his doings. Please read Genesis chapter 4 verse 4 to 12. Okay, so in today's Bible reading, Genesis chapter 4 verse 4 to 12, we are told that God accepted and acknowledged the gifts of Abel, and he did not regard the gifts of Cain. And in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 4, we are told the reason why, which was, by faith, Abel offered to God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, through which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and through it, he being dead still speaks. Okay, so throwback to the story of Cain and Abel in Genesis chapter 4. The two brothers offered offerings or gifts to God, and Abel gave God the fattest and the best of his flock. He made sure that he was intentional and deliberate about giving God the best that he had, while Cain was nonchalant about what he was giving and just gave God whatever he felt like giving. And then God, being God, he searched their hearts and saw the intentions behind it, and saw that Abel wanted to give him his best. Abel was deliberate about giving God the best to please him and to glorify him, while Cain wasn't. So God accepted the offerings of Abel, and he didn't accept the offerings of Cain. And Cain was angry. As the Bible said, he was downcast. His countenance fell. And God asked him, if you had done what was right, would you not have been accepted? The Bible passage above makes it clear that Abel's sacrifice was more pleasing to God because he was a righteous man. Beloved, your motive is important in everything you do, especially while rendering service to God. Today, many teenagers are serving God because their parents are forcing them to, or because they want to be popular in church. Some even read this devotional just so that they can have something to say when questions are asked. So, as children of God, when doing the work of God or rendering services to God, we shouldn't be thinking about how righteous or holy we look on the outside to the people around. What matters to us is our intentions to God. What God cares about is our motive behind what we're doing. He doesn't care about the act or how elaborate or extravagant we make the display look. He doesn't care about how we are seen to others. He only cares about the pure and good motives we have when doing his service. We can make whatever we do can be really small, can be as small as just preaching his word or picking up a pen from the floor and spreading the gospel, not something big or elaborate. And if the intention behind it is big, God will accept it gladly. He doesn't really care about what our pastor thinks of us. He cares about the thoughts and motive we have behind our actions. So as children of God, we should focus on the intention we have behind our rendering of services to God, and not whatever anybody else thinks about us. So next time we try to maybe preach the word of God or lead praise and worship, we should think of the thoughts and we should try and raise up our hearts to God and not think of what anybody else has to think about us. So my dear child, I want you to know that God searches the hearts. He is more interested in the motive behind the things you do than the acts themselves. Hence, I implore you to let your motive towards everything you do be pure. And I pray that God give us the grace to ensure that all our services to Him are done with good intentions and they will be accepted to Him. Reflection: God watches the heart and not the acts. Thank you. Bye for now.